Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I feel like it has been forever since I filmed a video and talked to you guys because it has been forever. Thank you so much for letting me have that time off. I took a couple weeks off, definitely needed it. Had a vacation with my girl Callie who flew in from Texas, and just having that time off really was awesome. So thank you for letting me do that. But we are at week 170 of my keto/low carb journey. I believe it's 170 because the last time was 167. And yeah, I missed 2 weeks. So 170. And we are going to talk about how this vacation has gone for me. I'm going to share some truth bombs with you, and we are going to work through them. We're going to talk about them. And yeah, we're going to do the dang thing. So let's go. Alright guys, if you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm the incredible shrinking Steffi. I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel, be a part of my journey, and allow me to be a part of yours. This channel is my journey to lose a total of 200 pounds from my highest weight of 374. I have battled with obesity and food addiction my entire life. So documenting everything with you throughout this entire weight loss journey and focusing on the mental stuff is really what my channel is all about. We fight through the mental struggles of this journey because they're a doozy. And when you've lived with food addiction and you've lived as an obese person your entire life, it takes a long time to figure it out. It takes a long time for your behaviors to change, for that consistency to kick in. And that's pretty much what we're going to talk about today, is consistency. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, I have a support group on Facebook, The Shrinkables. So come join us over there. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram. All of that is down below. So we have a November challenge going on right now. I didn't mention it in one of my videos before. I just mentioned it in my support group, and I made a post on YouTube letting you guys know that it is any activity at all for 30 minutes a day or 3 hours a week. So kinda, yeah, failed that challenge in the beginning of this month. Whoops, I was on vacation, and I obviously was on vacation from that too. So we got to get back on track with that as well and start getting that activity in. But I am so super proud of you guys who are doing this. We have a chat going in my shrinkable support group, and everybody's just putting in, you know, like their workouts for the day and what they're doing for activity. You know, I did a lot of activity in the beginning of the month because I was like deep cleaning my house, and that's all I was doing in the beginning. And so that was cool. And so I felt like I was really working my body with that. So it's really any activity. It's just moving your body. So I may do it again in December. If you guys have any suggestions for challenges in December that you want to do, let me know. Drop them down below because I'd love to hear it. We don't have to always have the same thing. Let's switch it up if we want to, but activity is great, you know, like it pushes us to be better, it pushes us to move, pushes our body to get stronger. So super proud of you guys for sticking to it. I promise I will get there too. I promise. I also didn't talk about a November fast. We've been doing a short fast every single month for 5 days. Starting in February, we've been doing that. And I never mentioned November. I know with the holidays coming up, it gets a little bit tricky. So how about we do a fast the week after Thanksgiving? If you guys are down with that, we can do that. We can do carnivore. Let's keep it simple and just do carnivore the week after Thanksgiving. You know, like we'll have all those yummy Thanksgiving foods. Some of us are going to fall off track because it happens, right? Why don't we just get back on track the week after and do carnivore? So if you are down for that, comment below and let me know that you're in for that. Also, I have another chat going in my shrinkable support group. It's getting through the holidays because I know that it's really super hard sometimes to get through the holidays. I plan on staying keto. I plan on not falling off track. I'm going to, you know, do the best I can. But I know it's really hard for a lot of us because we're surrounded by foods. Sometimes it's just out of our control, you know, like it's just the foods that are being served. So I created this chat for all of us who may be struggling and some of us who may not struggle at all, you know, be there for support. I want us all to support, encourage, and build each other up through these holidays so that we get through them. And yeah, because we can do anything we put our minds to. I truly believe that. So if you're not part of the group, come join us over there and join those chats with us. All right, guys, so I told you that I was going on a vacation. Really, it was a staycation because Callie came up here and she saw Maine for the first time. And she just made me appreciate Maine so much more because I've lived in Maine my entire life. And she didn't even come in like the peak season of like foliage, like the absolute beauty. But it was still beautiful because it's Maine. And so she's looking around. She's like, oh, that is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. Look at that. Oh, that's so beautiful. And it's like, I feel like I take it for granted a lot of the times, you know, like I live in such a beautiful state. And so her being here and noticing all that beauty really woke me up. It really opened my eyes up to the beauty of Maine. I love living up here. And even though it's so cold, which I hate being cold, it's just making me appreciate it even more. So thank you, Callie. You did that for me. So I had made the choice to fall off track during this staycation. And so I really wanted to talk about it because I was very aware of it this time. Like I really paid attention to how my body was feeling, what I was feeling physically, what I was feeling mentally, because that's really what this is all about, right? Like we're trying to figure ourselves out. We need to learn from the choices that we make. We need to dissect ourselves on this journey if we really want to figure this out. And I noticed some pretty big changes with myself. So I used to be a huge binger. Like the second that I would eat crappy foods, my addiction would be like, whoa, give me more, you know, and I would just binge and I would just lose all control. I did not do that this time. And previously I've mentioned that too. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm noticing that's a huge change with me. I may have some foods, I may have some crappy foods, but I'm not binging the second that I start eating them. So that's really cool. So it was about a week and a couple days that I fell off track. And in the beginning of that week, it was weird. It was like I chose to eat not so great, but I wasn't overeating. I didn't overdo it. My body felt so full. Like my body was telling me like, you do not want to eat like this. This is not feeling good. And so it's like, I'm not used to that. Like I have been on this journey for 3 years and I've been so consistent with it that my body has adjusted to this way of life, to this lifestyle, so that when I change and I go back to eating carby, crappy foods that my body doesn't need, it's like, what are you doing? This doesn't feel good. So I continue to do it because, you know, but I wasn't like overdoing it. For like the first, week, we were just eating out, eating not so great things. And I wasn't hungry. Like I felt just full and bloated and just not hungry. So I wasn't really eating that much. And then that feeling passed. And so then I was feeling normal. My normal appetite had kind of woken up. So I started eating normally, but not so great foods. And it was just like, a few days of that. And it was the last day that I had planned to, stay off track. I felt my full-blown addiction come out and I wanted to eat all of the things. And it just really made me so aware of myself and my addiction and how this works. It's like I can have a day or two if I decide to, go on vacation or do something. If I choose to eat those foods, no, it's not going to make me feel good physically. But I'm at the point where it's like, I'm not going to give up. I'm always going to get back on track. It doesn't even matter. But if I continue to do it long term, like I did this time, like I did it for like a week and a couple days, the longer I do it, the more like my body is going to remember it and the more I'm going to adjust back to that lifestyle that I lived for 40 plus years. And it remembers it. Like it'll pick up on it. And I could continue to just keep going with it and I would just gain my weight back. That's what I did. That's what I used to do all the time, It's like I will feel bloated and crappy when I first start eating and then it'll slowly adjust to it and then I'll be full-blown binging. Addiction will come out like a freaking monster and I'll eat all of the things and then I get my fix and then I'm good and then I just continue to eat bad foods but not like binging and slowly gain my weight back. That's been my history. And I really love that I just kind of focused on what I was feeling and what I was doing that week because it made me just so aware of myself and my addiction and how it all works. But like I said, I am at the point now where nothing's going to stop me, guys. Like I am so committed to this. And the reason why I'm so committed to this is because I have been so consistent. I have fought through those hard moments of wanting to give up, wanting to just turn to food. And I don't do that anymore. I never turn to food for comfort. I want to. I absolutely want to, a lot. I will feel the emotions and I will want to turn to food because it's always been there. Food has always been there for me, and it's always going to be in the back of my mind, and I'm always going to want to turn to it, but I never ever do anymore. I never turn to food for comfort. This time I made the choice. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to eat crappy foods. I'm going to eat what I want because we're on vacation, and I chose to do that. I made the decision to do that. I have to understand that, I'm going to gain some weight. I have to understand that I'm going to feel crappy, so I have to own it. I have to own my decision to do that. But I know I'm going to get back on track. And that's because I am so committed. So I'm telling you, if you're struggling with that right now, if you're struggling with staying committed, if you're struggling with binging, if you're struggling with just, falling off track all the time, you have to fight through those moments of wanting to give up. You have to fight through those no matter how hard it is, no matter how uncomfortable it is, no matter how painful it is. You have to fight through those moments and get your butt back on track, because when you do, you get stronger each time. And then you look back and you see how far you've come. I noticed such a huge difference with me now. Like, just some of the things, I still make mistakes. I still mess up. Of course I do, because I'm human. I'm always going to mess up. But I change my mindset. I own it and I say, okay, shouldn't have done that. That was probably a big no-no, but that's all right. We're just going to get back on track. It's fine. I refuse to beat myself up for it anymore. I refuse to, because it just does absolutely nothing for us. And so I am encouraging you, if you are someone who is struggling to just get back on track, or if you're struggling when, you keep messing up, you keep making mistakes, you keep turning to that food for comfort, you got to push through. You have to find something that's going to change your focus. If you are a believer, call on Jesus for that strength, because he will give you strength to get through it. Focus on something that's going to keep you going. What is your why? Why do you need this? Why do you need to change? Is it for health reasons? Is it to be there for your kids, for your grandkids? Is it to be able to breathe when you walk upstairs, or, walk a short distance? Whatever it is, focus on that why. Why do you need that? Keep that why in the forefront of your mind at all times, because when you're going through one of those moments, you have to shift your focus, because you're going to focus on your mistakes. You're going to focus on, what you did wrong. You're going to focus on your disappointments. You're going to focus on the fact that you're human and you're going to make a mistake once in a while. Don't focus on that. Focus on your why. And I want you to visualize it. So whatever it is, maybe it's a target weight on the scale. That's your goal. Write it down. Put it on your fridge. Maybe you're trying to get back to your lowest weight, Take one of your old pictures, put that on the fridge, or put that somewhere where you're going to see it every single day, so that when you're going through one of those hard moments, you can look at it and you can change your focus and be like, okay, that is what I want. Not this cookie or, bag of potato chips or whatever it is that's calling your name, saying, I'll make you feel better, for about 3 seconds. Change your focus. For me, you guys, my YouTube channel, you guys have held me accountable. It's just, I feel like I have a purpose. I am meant to help people out there. And in that process, I have to help myself. I have to push through those hard moments, because I have people depending on me. You do too. You have people depending on you too. You have your family. And even if you don't have family, you have yourself. You have yourself depending on you. It's up to us, we have to take the action. We have to stop feeling sorry for ourselves. If you've dug that hole of, that self-pity party that you're having, step out of it. Step out of it, because you don't belong there. And just know that you can do this. You just have to shift your focus, change your mindset, and focus on your why. And just be consistent. I'm telling you, consistency is everything. That is what has changed the game for me, is just being consistent and relying on him. All right, guys, I just realized I never even give you a scale update. So I believe before Callie came up, I was 198. So I was still in Wonderland, and I was kind of on the high end of, getting close to 200. And I'm like, oh, I'm definitely going to end up in the 200s, because I know how, easily my body gains weight when I don't eat right. So yeah, that's what happened. So I ended up getting up to 205. And it's funny because I wasn't even like, it's not like I looked at the number and I was like, oh, you know, cool. No, obviously not. But I wasn't like devastated. I looked at the number and I'm like, okay, it's 205. We're going to fix it. It's like I had a complete mindset shift. I didn't let it bother me, not even for a second. Not even for a second. I was like, okay, well, could have been worse, right? Like I've gained 11 pounds in 1 week before. It could have been worse. So I gained 7 pounds, and after Callie left, I got back on track. I did a couple days of the egg fast, and then I switched over to carnivore, and then I've been doing dirty keto, and I think I might throw in a couple days of OMAD. So today was weigh-in, and I stepped on the scale this morning, and I was 199.6. So back in Wonderland, which feels awesome. Not at my lowest, but we're gonna keep going because I am gonna get there. Because if I don't give up, then I'll get there. We just don't give up. All right, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and join my support group. I will see you guys at the next video. I want to make another what I eat in a day or a couple days of eating for you guys. Be on the lookout for that. I'm trying to get this stuff out. All right, stay safe and choose health. Bye, guys.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.